Attention duelists. Monday, watch and learn. Let's do this. See what the first match has in store. Numeron. I am immediately rooting for the other player. Droplets. And hard pass turn. Opponent also hard passes. Draw limiter removal. Are they not just going for Numeron? Opponent summons Flip Frozen. Turns it into Link Karibo. Parallel Exceed activates, chaining Max C. Parallel Exceed summons Self, does not summon another copy, ends turn. Lightning storms the field. Opponent summons Degrade Buster by banishing 2 Cybers. Then Signet Optimization. Player sets Droplet, passes. Opponent sets 1 swings with Degrade Buster. Draws another Lightning Storm. Uses Max C at the start of the opponent's turn. Opponent flips up Rom Claudia. Swings, passes. Player uses Crossout Designator. And bashes their own head in. Weird. I don't think there was anything of value to be learned from that match. Oh well. Ancient Gear. Passes turn, opponent sets 2, activates Signet Codec, summons Code Generator, links it off into Lingeribo. Swings 300, passes. They could have gotten a bit more damage by swinging with Code Generator and then linking in main phase 2. Player activates Ancient Gear Fortress, opponent chains Max C. Activates Gear Town and Ancient Gear Catapult, destroying Gear Town. Special summoning out Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. Player draws 1 from Max C. Gear Town being sent away summons another Ancient Gear Reactor. Normal summons Ancient Gear Hunting Hound, which deals 600. Then Hunting Hound and the 2 golems in his hand will be fused off into Ancient Gear Megaton Golem. Reactor Dragon will swing over Lingeribo. Its effect will destroy 1 back row, which was Mirror Force. Reactor Dragon swings, another Reactor Dragon swings, destroys the opponent's Solemn Strike. Then Ancient Gear Megaton Golem will swing direct for game. Always nice to see that Ancient Gears aren't dead. Ooh, Sulfur Cord. Opponent sets 1 and 1 and passes. Player draws Elegance for turn. Activates Elegance. Setting the pendulum skills between 1 and 8. Normal summons Foncia, which will send Cudia to the extra deck. Activates Harmonia to add Cudia to the hand. Then they're going to Pendulum Summon Gracia and Gracia. Harmonia will increase the scale of their Pendulum scale by 1. They'll swing with the Cudia into a Sangan, which will add a Guardian Slime to hand. They attempt to swing direct, but the opponent will summon a Swordsman of Revealing Light. Passes turn. Player summons Blizzard Dragon and activates different dimension capsule. Blizzard Dragon will swing over the Foncia. Player draws another Harmonia for turn. Normal summons Cudia. Adds Angelia to hand. Returns Gracia to hand from the extra deck. Pendulum summons. Gracia will add Musica to hand. They set Musica. Gracia will swing over Blizzard Dragon. And then Cudia will swing. Passes to the opponent. Opponent will set one back row and one face down. They will use Silphicord Musica to destroy the opponent's set Penguin Soldier. They will attempt to use the effect of Harmonia. The opponent will chain a Dust Tornado to it. Harmonia does not resolve. They activate another Harmonia. Chaining into the Pendulum Summon. Not chaining, just Pendulum Summoning. Summoning Angelia to hand. Activating Elegance. Using Elegance to draw 2. Summoning Dreamia. They swing with Gracia, and then a Guardian Slime will be summoned. Cudia will swing into it to get its 1 protection away. Then they will swing with all their monsters for game. Neat. Not exactly a high octane game, but definitely off meta. Okay, so this one's definitely from the festival because this is a Ben K deck. Opponent sets 2, passes. Player activates Reinforcement of the Army to bait out the Ash Blossom. It works. Summon Ben K, equip him with Clarent, and Psychic Blade, and Axe of Despair, and Mage Power. Opponent activates Forbidden Droplet. Ben K is still 3750 and swings once. Opponent draws 1, passes turn. Player act draws Bashing Shield. Swings with Ben K for game. Ooh, hero deck. With Generation Next. Uses Emergency Call. Opponent will chain Wandering Griffin Rider to summon Wandering Griffin Rider. Feels like a mistake. They draw Stratos. Or add Stratos, rather. Using Stratos' effect to add Ferris to hand. Hey, Yeet Boy. Ferris will pitch the Liquid Soldier, summoning itself and setting Increase. Increase will send Ferris to the graveyard to summon itself and Vion. Vion will send Shadow Mist to the graveyard. This will add Plasma to hand. They will send away their monsters to special summon Plasma. Plasma will equip themselves with Griffin Rider. Pass turn. Opponent activates Fateful Adventure. Adds Water Enchantress. Discards Water Enchantress. Banishes Water Enchantress. To add Rite of Aramesir. Activates Rite of Aramesir to get the token. Opponent summons Mata the Zapper. Puts an Axe of Despair on the token. I apologize, Eat Boy, but today is just going to be a watch and learn. So just going to be doing spectating matches. Use Generation Next to get out Stratos. Feather Duster to pop the back row. Draco back re-equips itself. Increase sends away Stratos to summon itself and a Vion again. Sending away another Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist adding Liquid Soldier. Summoning Liquid Soldier. Liquid Soldier bringing back Stratos. Sending away 3 for Plasma. Plasma equips itself with the token. Swinging over the Zapper. Stratos swings direct. Passes to the opponent. Opponent activates Raigeki. Sets 1 back row. Uses a hero lives, summon out Stratos. Stratos adds Solid Soldier to hand. Activate Generation Next, bringing back Liquid Soldier, summoning Solid Soldier. Swinging with all of his monsters, putting the opponent down to 100. Thanks for the kind words, Eat Boy. Player uses Water Enchantress, sends her away, gets the token, puts it with Clarent, swings into Liquid Soldier, increase sets itself. Player draws Effect Veiler, increase to sends away Liquid Soldier, summoning itself, and another increase. Token swings over Stratos. Player sets Veiler, drawing Ash Blossom for turn. Player summons Ben K. Token swings over the Effect Veiler. You could just swing into Ben K and win. Activates E Emergency Call. Adding Solid Soldier. Summons Solid. Swings into Ben K for game. I feel like the token player kind of messed up by summoning Ben K without any equip cards on it. Fire Brigade Fables. Opponent activates Foolish Burial, sending away Water Enchantress. Enchantress will banish herself to add Rite of Aramesir. Player activates Droll and Lockbird, which will be chained with Called by the Grave to negate Droll and Lockbird. Player activates Rite of Aramesir, summoning the token, and Fateful Adventure is activated. Summons Knight of Silent Boots, adds Draco back to hand, and a Wandering Griffin Rider. Discarding Draco back for cost, Draco back will then equip itself to the token. Player will chain a Wandering Griffin Rider to that to summon the Griffin Rider. They will link off the Knight of Silent Boots for an Almirage. Silent Boots will banish itself, adding a Brigandine to hand. They will set and activate Brigandine. Brigandine and Almirage will be linked off into an artifact Dagda. They will set one and pass turn. Draws no Punk Ogre Dance. Activates Fractale's effect, sending itself to send away Kit. Kit will send away a Nerval. Nerval will add a Karas to hand. Player will discard Ogre Dance for its own effect to add Zayamin to hand. They'll use Karas to send away Fabled Kerbal. To summon Karas, Kerbal will summon itself. Zayamin is summoned. Dagda will chain effect. Dagda sets Artifact Scythe. Zayamin will add Foxy Tune to hand. Foxy Tune will discard itself to summon a Zayamin. Karas will use its effect to start to link summon. Using material from the grave, Wandering Griffin Rider will return itself to the deck to negate and destroy. Links off Zayamin and Kerbal. Hey, Respawn Boy. Did they not know skill drain affects both players? Well, skill drain hardly seems to be letting the gambling happen if they're not letting their own cards gamble. Makes Verte using Zayamin and Ash Blossom. Sends away Fusion Destiny, Celestial, and Dasher to make Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. DPE will pop the Verte and the enemy's token. Swing over Dagda. Alki Fibrex will swing direct. Artifact Scythe will be destroyed and then summon itself. Fateful Venture activates, chain to Halki Fibrex and DPE. Opponent chains Ghost Ogre to DPE. Yeah, there's a lot of... I do watch a few content creators that make Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I don't agree with the mindsets that all of them have. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a great environment to be in. Alki Fabrics will make Desert Locusts. Fateful Adventure will add a new Water Enchantress to hand, and then send her away. Desert Locust will activate, and DPE's effect will chain because DPE was destroyed, so DPE will get its summon off. Locust cause the opponents to pitch Nibiru. Water Enchantress will send herself away to add a new Rite of Aramesir. Rite of Aramesir activates, summoning a new token. Token links off into Link Spider. Link Spider and Scythe will make Predaplant, Vert, Anaconda. Vert makes DPE. That seems like a right shit thing for them to do. Dasher will use its effect to summon the token collected that was just drawn. DPE will summon itself. Opponent will activate their DPE, targeting Vert and the opponent's DPE. DPE targets Collector and the opponent's back row. DPE's effect will activate. They summon Kit, banish Celestial and Dasher to draw 2. Kit use its effect to banish Kerberal, Kit, Fractale, and Karas. Summon Shirag. Shirag's effect will banish the opponent's DPE. Swings with Shirag and Kit for game. Bummer to hear about this heel turn you're dealing with from the streamer. Yeah, it sounds like this guy was definitely dealing with some kind of streamer brain rot. Player activates Pog Extravagance, opponent chains Ash Blossom. Activates Kyoto Waterfront. Set in Kaiju Capture Mission. Passing turn. Opponent activates Magical Mallet. Sending back 3. Passing turn. Kyoto Waterfront gains 1 token. Player draws Solemn, sets and passes. Opponent activates Lightning Storm. Kyoto Waterfront gains tokens. Player activates Numeron Network, sending away Numeron Calling to summon the gates. Do Ojamas have a UR card? Or is that something else to make it run? Turns Gate 1 into Chaos Gate 1. Ah. Player draws Time Lords. Uses Waterfront to add Gamma Seal to hand. Summons Camion. Swings, which will send away the Numeron Network. Player activates Numeron Wall to set Numeron Network. Chaos Gate will summon itself back. Player activates Twin Twister, pitching 1 to destroy Called By. Activates Droplet, sending away their gate to negate the effect of the Time Lord. Gate swings over. Take a quick break from this. Ojama. Ojamatch. Send 1 Ojama card from hand or field to the graveyard. It's a quick play spell, so that's good. Add to your hand an Ojama monster with a different name, 1 armed dragon monster from your deck or graveyard. Then immediately after it resolves, normal summon 1 of those monsters. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 3 banished Ojama, shuffle them into the deck, then draw 1. Yeah, that's not bad. And that, the Ojama you are, is Ojama King. And Ojama Country is only an SR. Which Assimilation. Fusion monster from your deck. Banish your number of Ojama monsters from your hand. Special summon fusion material with different names whose names are listed on the card revealed from your hand deck and or graveyard, equal to the number of monsters banished in this fact. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target 3 banish Ojama monsters, shuffle the deck, then draw on. Ojama Assimilation doesn't sound half bad either. Yeah, Cynet Codec is big. If a Code Talker monster is special summoned from the extract to your field, target 1 of those monsters, add on Cybers monster with the same attribute from deck to hand. You can't special from the extract except Cybers. Yeah, Cynet Codec is just really good keep doing link summons. Definitely good for if you're trying to go for the U-Link lockout with Ibly. I don't actively play them. I've made a deck for them, but it requires a lot of practice and thought and stuff that I just don't have the patience to do all the time. I'm aware of the U-Link, is the better way to say it. Okay. Duelist B has passed both of their turns without doing anything. Opponent summons Eaglin, adds Ryza. Creates Ryza and Droll Unlock for M-Pen. Eaglin's effect activates. M-Pen adds the trap to hand. Swings 27. Draws Hyper Blaze. Passes turn, pitches Nibiru. So Duelist B is just taking the L. Gonna end that replay because it's just a Flow Under Ease beating someone who's not actually playing deck. Did I still have this? No, I did not. Yeah, I wish I could say I remembered the actual order for making the Code Talker U-Link work, because I know it can be done with just like 1 or 2 cards in your opener, and even then you have other searchers to get them. But the order and the arrows from knowing what order to summon the Code Talkers in is always where I sort of lost it. And I did not have the brain power to stick through on that. I do simple plays, like heroes. Things where you don't need to think beyond one move. Cyber Dragon player here. Opponent activates Gear Town. Player chains Max C. Set 1 and pass. Draws Nashter, activates Duster, getting rid of Gear Town in 1 back row. Back row is Twin Twister. Gear Town will summon out an Ancient Gear Wyvern. Player will use Gear Gamma on Wyvern Summon. Normal summon Nashter, link it off with Gamma. Looks like Verte. Verte sending away Fusion Deployment. Summoning a Cyber Dragon by targeting Fortress Dragon. Changing Cyframe Driver to Dark type. Swinging with all monsters. End phase, Driver is banished. Opponent uses Lightning Storm. Destroying all types of monsters. Activates a new Gear Town. This is definitely a Cyber Dragon player. Draws Kaiju Jizukiru. Pitches it to summon Nashter. Nashter summons back Cyber Dragon. Both are linked off to make Seeger. Seeger swings 21. Opponent activates Urgent Schedule, summoning a Hunting Hound and Gear Citadel. Makes Ancient Gear Ballista. I know Prime did have Arc 5. I don't know if it still does. Yep, Arc 5 is on Prime, as is GX. Arc 5 I really enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would. The first season, I guess I would say, starts off a little slow, but by the time season 2 and 3 rolled around, I was 100% into it. Ancient Gear Fusion, fusing off Ancient Gear Ballista, Golem Gearbox, and Gear Frame to make Chaos Giant. Chaos Giant swings over Seeger. Reactor Dragon swings direct. Yeah, Zark was super cool at the end of Arc B with, don't know if it'd be a spoiler alert, but, oh no, Z-Arc is absolutely not that busted. You gotta put in a lot of work to get him out. Alright, cool, Eldritch player. Yeah, the finale of, well, not even the finale, because there's a little bit of stuff after, but Zark's duels in Arc 5 were super cool. Duelist Alliance is negated by Ash Blossom. Player sets Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. Links Ash Blossom and Astrograph. That was super. The one that I really enjoyed in the dub was when the senator was like calling him out. He was like, Zark, and his response was just, what? It was just a super childish response of just like, what do you want? I'm busy. Oh, they absolutely gave him gremlin voice. Please, Lord of Darkness, I'm not following this duel at all, probably because it's Eldritch. Harpy's Feather Duster, getting rid of Guardian of Goldenland. Guardian of Goldenland will banish itself, setting another Elixir of Scarlet. The opponent has no cards in hand, nothing on field. Swings with Eldritch. Opponent sends Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum. Use the Scarlet now instead of last turn to prolong the duel. My problem with Eldritch is based around them having 9 cards that effect is Summon Eldritch the Golden Lord. They run a Resonator in their Eldritch deck. That's a weird engine. Definitely an inspired one. Alright. Phantom Knights. Summoning Torn Scales, special summoning Boots, making Cherubine. Cherubine sends away Water Enchantress. Water Enchantress will banish herself. Player chains Ash Blossom to Water Enchantress, smart move. Opponent will called by the Ash Blossom. Water Enchantress will add Rite of Aramasir. Rite of Aramasir activates. Summons a token. Activates Fateful Adventure from the deck. Banishing Silent Boots to add Shade Brigandine to hand. Torn Scales will summon itself. Fateful Adventure will add Draco back to hand. Adds Wandering Griffin Rider using Fateful Adventure, pitching Draco back for effect. Draco back will equip itself onto the token. They will chain Griffin Rider's self-summon. They set Brigandine and activate it, linking Brigandine and Cherubini off to make Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche. Which will send away Ragged Gloves and set Fogblade. Torn Scales will discard Ancient Cloak. Fogblade will be banished to summon Ragged Gloves. Ancient Cloak will banish itself to add a Silent Boots to hand. Ragged Gloves and Torn Scales will Xyz into Levier, Sea Dragon. Remove a unit using Levier's effect, summon back Ancient Cloak. Ancient Cloak will buff up Bardiche. Levier and Ancient Cloak will make Verte, Anaconda. Verte will send away Fusion Destiny, sending away Dasher and Celestial to make DPE. So, on their first turn, after playing through one Ash Blossom, what do they have on board? They have Wandering Griffin Rider with a quick effect negation, sending itself back in the deck. They have a Bounce with Draco back. They have a Destruction with DPE. They have Bardiche, which is currently a 2100 body, and they have Max C in hand. Also, they have Fog Blades, so they have 2 negations, a Bounce on their turn, and a Quick Play Destruction. Opponent's turn. Opponent sets Unchained Twin Sarama. Rams it into Bardiche. Yeah. Bardiche attempts to use effective Sarama. Griffin Rider will negate. Player sets 4 back row. DPE will destroy itself, hitting the called by. Unfortunate. DPE will summon itself back. Main phase 1, DPE will attempt to activate effect. Opponent activates Skill Drain. Draco back will bounce the Skill Drain. Ancient Cloak will banish itself, adding a Silent Boots to hand. Torn Scales will send itself back to the field. Fateful Adventure will add Wandering Griffin Rider to hand. Discarding Silent Boots, Griffin Rider will summon itself. Adventure token goes to attack mode. Phantom Knights player swings for game. Phantom Knights continues to be super strong. Ooh, Phantasma City. Activates Pacifist, sets Called By and C Stealth Attack, passes turn. Opponent summons Machina Metal Cruncher, activates C Stealth Attack. I don't know what you do. Machina Metal Cruncher. If you control enough face-up cards, you can normal summon this card without tribute, but its original attack becomes 1800. If it's normal special summon, you can reveal 3 Earth Machine monsters from your deck. Your opponent randomly adds one of them to your hand, and you shuffle the rest back into the deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. Pacifist will use its effect to special summon a Spiral token. Phantasma Spiral token. Player special summons a Machina Fortress. Activates Machina Redeployment. Uncle Spare will be summoned using its own effect. Sending away a Ruin Force. Ruin Force will summon itself from the grave. Player will attempt to activate C Stealth Attack. Ruin Force will use its effect, paying half of his own life points, which will chain into a Machina Resavenger. Ruin Force negates stealth attack, having the opponent's life points as well. Swings over with a 5800 attack. Unclisper swings direct. Parallel Exceed is such a good card. Alright, let's do a little bit of... Wild monster appears. Normal spell. If only your opponent controls monsters, put summon one from your hand. One monster with a original level of 10 or lower that cannot be normal summon or set. Ignoring its summon conditions. It is unaffected by the effects of your cards, except for its own effects and this card's. Shuffle into the deck during your opponent's next end phase. First this turn, you cannot normal summon, set, or special monsters, and your opponent takes no damage. And then there was Sky Scourge. Norleus. Norlaris. You can have a normal summoner set, cannot be special monster by room for play, blah, 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 blah. You can pay 1,000 life points to send all cards in the field and both players' hands to the graveyard. Then you draw one card. Not terrible. Effect of your card, own effect, and interesting if it can be pulled off. I do wonder about the vulnerabilities of it, because it didn't look like Norleus had any innate protections in itself against opponent effects. So I think it would still be vulnerable to your opponent's negations, wouldn't it? And with the end result being you get to draw a card, doesn't that mean that Ash Blossom can negate its effect as well? Player banishes Water Enchantress, chains Max C. Player adds Right of Armaseer, activates Right, summons token, sets Fateful Adventure, player gets to draw one due to Max C, adds Wandering Griffin Rider. Griffin Rider will pitch Draco back. Sorry, Adventure will pitch Draco back. Player chains Griffin Rider to Draco back's effect to re-equip itself. Player summons Lampseas. So we got Prank Kids Adventure versus PK Fire. Lampseas makes Meow Meow Moo, summons the Fansies. Fansies and Meow Meow Moo will make Dodo Doodle Doo. Dodo Doodle Doo will send away Prank Kids Pandemonium. Summons the Dropsies, activates Prank Kids Place, adds Roxy's, activates Prank Kids Prank, chaining Dodo Doodle Doo. Lampseas is added back to hand, as is Pandemonium. Discards Roxy's, get Prank Kids Token. Token turns into Link Spider. Link Spider and Dropsies will be linked up into Verte Anaconda. Verte sends away Fusion Destiny. Summoning DPE. Prank Kids Pranks. Full Return, Roxy's Dropsies, and Dodo Doodle Doo, and allow him to draw 1. First off, activating Imperm, targeting Wandering Griffin Rider. Griffin Rider will attempt to chain effect. Player discards 2 monsters to use Droplet, negating DPE and Griffin Rider and the Verte. Attempts to activate their own Maxi, which will be called by. Activates Soul Absorption. Starts off by banishing Ancient Cloak they discarded to add Torn Scales to hand. Uses Danger Jackalop's effect. Silent Boots is hit. Jackalope is summoned, activates Twin Twisters. Pitching Torn Scales, destroying Fateful Adventure and Draco back. Using Torn Scales, discarding Ancient Cloak, sending away a Fog Blade. Jackalope and Torn Scales make Break Sword. Break Sword will destroy itself and the opponent's field spell. Break Sword summons back the Torn Scales and, Silent Boots and Stained Greaves. Both of those will make Raider's Knight. Is he going for Arc Rebellion Dragon? Raider's Knight will use its effect to summon Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Activates Reasoning. Level 2 is called. Loses E-Teleport, Reinforcement, and summons Graph. Banishes the Fog Blade in his grave, targeting Ancient Cloak to summon it. Soul Absorption will not trigger. Chaining the Torn Scales in his graveyard. And Stained Greaves in hand. All his monsters will be summoned. Soul Absorption will heal him up again. Xyz Dragon goes up to 12,600. Swings over Verte. Really went too far letting his opponent draw that many cards turn 1 with Max C. I gotta rewind what just happened there. Player uses Machina Citadel's effect, discarding itself. Machina Citadel is discarded to summon Machina Fortress. Sets 2 back row. Normal summons Unclispair. Unclispair will send away a Ruin Force. Yeah. Player activates Lightning Storm, destroying all the opponent's back row. Uses Foolish Burial, send away a Water Enchantress. Enchantress banishes itself for Rite of Emissary. Activates Right, summons a token, activates Fateful Adventure, Adventure adds the Griffin Rider, pitching the Draco back. Draco back equips itself. Griffin Rider summons itself. Using Draco back, bouncing the Machina Fortress. Swings over Unclispair with Griffin, passes. Pitches Machina Air Rider to summon Fortress. Banishes Citadel and Air Rider to summon Ruin Force. Player uses Draco back to bounce the Ruin Force. Activates Pot of Duality. Adds the Zapper to hand. Passes. I think Machina is in the driver's seat right now. Summons Possess Storage, which special summons the Unclispair. Bounces itself and Fateful Adventure. Summons Unclispair. Unclispair will be blossomed. Battle phase. Fortress swings over the token. Unclispair and Possess Storage will swing direct. Player activates Pod Duality. Reveals 2 Acts of Despair, 1 Bashing Shield. Picks Bashing Shield. Summons the Zapper, equips it with a Psychic Blade, paying 2,000. Equips with Bashing Shield. And Mage Power. Zapper swings over Possess Storage. And swings over Unclip Spare for game. The Reversal. Here we have someone playing Magicians. Someone's Berry Magician Girl to add Dark Magician Girl to hand. Passes turn. Opponent summons Lemon Magician Girl. Distributes Berry Magician Girl for Dark Magician Girl. Activates Dark Burning Attack to wipe his opponent's board. Sets Eternal Soul. Swings direct. Opponent summons Skilled Dark Magician. Activates Eternal Soul to summon Dark Magician. Opponent activates Feather Duster. You walked into that one. Eternal Soul will wipe his board. Does not swing with Skilled Dark Magician. Draws Magician's Rod. Summons Rod. Uses its effect to add Secrets of Dark Magic to hand. Activates Secrets. Using Mahad and Dark Magician Girl to make the Dark Magicians. Swings over Skilled Dark. Magician's Rod swings direct. Opponent summons Berry Magician Girl. I think it's weirder that they're both using the same deck. Adds Apple Magician Girl to hand. Draws Magician's Souls. Activates Soul's effect, sending away Mahad. To summon Dark Magician Girl. Dark Magician Girl attacks into Berry. Berry will summon Chocolate. The attack is redirected to Chocolate. Chocolate will summon Lemon. The attack is redirected to Lemon. Lemon will summon Apple. The attack is redirected to Apple. Rod swings into Apple. The Dark Magicians will swing over Lemon. Player activates Dark Magic Expanded, targeting Magician's Rod, allowing him to draw a card. Sets Soul Servant, activates it. Uses Soul Servant, matches Soul Servant, drawing cards. Yeah, this guy's definitely playing a Yugi deck if he's got Buster Blader in here too. Activates Illusion Magic and Dark Magic Inheritance. Inheritance adds Dark Burning Magic. Illusion Magic will add Dark Magician to hand. 2 of them. Their Dark Magicians will add Soul Servant. Magician Souls will send away Dark Magician Girl. Activating Soul Servant to chain. Setting the order at the top of the deck. Soul Servant summons Dark Magician Girl. The Dark Magician swings into Berry. Berry summons Dark Magician Girl, redirecting to Chocolate. Chocolate summons a Lemon, redirecting to her. Swings over. DMG swings over DMG. Opponent activates Raigeki. I wish I was fighting Dark Magician decks all the time. I always end up going up against Sword Soul. And a Dark Magician. Player draws Eye of Timaeus. Activates Soul Servant effect Engrave, banishing it. Chaining Dark Burning Magic. Activates Eye of Timaeus. And Secrets of Dark Magic again. Using Dark Magician and Buster Blader into Dark Paladin. Eye of Timaeus will turn Dark Magician into Amulet Dragon. Yep. Amulet Dragon will banish spells and trap all spells from the graveyard. Dark Magician has an Omni Negate. I think you're running a much more skilled Dark Magician decks than I am, because anytime I do, they just get out Dark Magician and Eternal Soul, and I just pop that. And they just sort of flounder. Yeah, I don't think I've ever encountered a Dark Magician player that had a Solemn when they needed it. Oh hey, another Dark Magician deck. Summons Magician's Rod. Adds Dark Magic Circle to hand. Uses Circle. Pitching Dark Burning Magic. Summons Apprentice Illusion Magician, who adds Dark Magician. Activate Secrets of Dark Magic, fusing Rod and Dark Magician to make the Dark Magicians. That's his turn. Opponent summons Mechanite Indigo Eclipse to the column that has Dark Magicians and Dark Magic Circle in it. Activates Nebula Dragon's effect to summon itself and Parsec the Interstellar Dragon. Both dragons will be exceased into Draglubian. Draglubian will use its effect to summon out C-107 Galaxy Eyes, using its effect to negate the effects of all other face-up monsters. Dark Magicians, on being sent away, will summon the Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. Passes turn, player draws Magician's Souls, sending away a Dark Magician and itself to summon the Dark Magician. Dark Magic Circle will banish Chaos Dragon. Attempts to swing into Indigo Eclipse, which will just change its column because it can. Swings into Draglubion, takes bad damage. Swings again with Dark Magician Girl, using Apprentice Illusion Magician to buff its stats to swing over it. Uses Eye of Timaeus with Dark Magician to make the Dark Magicians. Chicken Game is a really annoying card. Player summons Mechanite Blue Sky, activates Monster Reborn, targeting Draglubion. Dark Magicians will allow him to draw a card. Draglubion will swing into the Dark Magicians. Summons Magician's Rod. Adds Magician's Salvation. Activates Salvation. Setting Eternal Soul. Activates a second Dark Magic Circle. Magician Girl swings over Mechanite Blue Sky. Uses Eternal Soul on opponent's turn to summon a Dark Magician. Dark Magic Circle will target one back row to banish it. Magician's Rod will activate, tributing Dark Magician Girl. Tachyon Transmigration is banished. Eternal Soul will summon back Dark Magician. Dark Magic Circle will chain, banishing opponent's back row. Magician's Navigation will chain, targeting Dark Magician. Summons Dark Magician Girl. Magic Circle will banish another Tachyon Transmigration. Magician's Souls will send away Apprentice Illusion Magician to summon a third Dark Magician, overlaying them to make Big Eye, number 11. Summons Magician's Rod, uses effect to add Dark Burning Magic to hand, uses Dark Burning Magic. He's going to swing with full board for game. I've thought about making a Dark Magician deck before, mostly for a nostalgia stake and the fact that I think Dark Magician support is kind of better than Blue Eyes support. at least in terms of their focused supports. And I know it would be months away at this rate because it hasn't even officially come out in TCG yet, but with all the extra Neo support that's coming out in Power of the Elements, kinda don't know if I would rather just save my gems for when that comes out. Reject Konami. Return to Neos. Player draws a Zephyroth deck. Draws a Zephyroth deck. Activate Shadal Zephyranga. And sets Zephyroth in the Pendulum Zone. Sending Zephranu. I did make an Armed Dragon Thunder deck to run in the No Extra Deck Festival. Summons Ash Blossom, links it off with Zephranu to make Halqifibrax. Halqifibrax sets Jet Synchron. Makes Auroradon. Doing the Auroradon play. Summons Olion. Olion and a token make Denglong. Denglong's effect activates, chaining to Olion. Gets a token. Denglong will add 9 Pillars of Yang Zing. Denglong and the token will link off into Borreload Savage. Denglong's effect will activate, chain to Borreload's effect. Denglong will set Zephranu, Secrets of the Yang Zing. Borreload equips itself with Auroradon. Just Synchron's effect activates, pitching Chosen Zephyra. Makes shooting Razor Dragon. Razor Dragon sends away Fairy Tale Snow. Sets 9 Pillars and Impermanence. Passes turn. Fun activates Small World. Revealing Lancia, pitching hers, adding Jizukiru. Uses Jizukiru, summoning it by tributing Borreload. Summons Cyber Dragon Core, adding Cyber Repair Plant. Fairy Tale Snow will use its effect. Player will use Called By, targeting Snow. Snow will chain its effect again. Snow is summoned. Snow will flip core. Pass turn. Player draws Spell Power Mastery. Activates it, adding Servant of Endymion to hand. Sets Endymion in the Pendulum Zone. Uses Zephyrath's effect to set Stellar Knight Zephyraction. Zephyraction is summoned. Its effect activates, targeting Zephyrath, destroying the opponent's back row. Snow and Zephyraction will swing. Player uses Repair Plant, adding a hers to hand. Banishes Core, summoning Cyber Dragon. Using Galaxy Soldier's effect, pitching a hers. Hers and Galaxy Soldier's effect will activate. Hers adds a Cyber Dragon to hand. Galaxy Soldier will add a Galaxy Soldier to hand. Uses Galaxy Soldier effect in hand, pitching a Cyber Dragon to summon itself. Galaxy Soldiers will overlay into Cyber Dragon Nova. Your feelings are valid, Respawn Boy. Nova will turn to Infinity, equipping itself with the opponent's Snow. Not equipping, turning Snow into a unit. Cyber Dragons will turn into Vert. Player summons a Nashter, summoning back a Cyber Dragon, then using Vert's effect, sending away Overload Fusion. Banishing hers and Cyber Dragon to make a Rampage Dragon. Rampage Dragon will destroy the opponent's 2 back row. Yeah, I moved recently, and I am right next to a highway. So, not every sound from the road picks up, but some of them absolutely do. I wish everyone with loud cars a very pleasant leave. There's no reason for that. I'm actually surprised that how little is picked up by the mic. Oh, hey, Pankratops. Summons a Time Maiden. Sends her away to add a Time Lord to hand, which would be Gabrion. Passes turn. Player activates Rhoda, adding Goki Super X. Summons Super X, setting Super Poly. Swings for 18. Opponent summons Gabrion. Gabrion swings into Super X. Uses its effect to shuffle back the opponent's cards. Lets them draw equal amount of cards. Passes turn. Player draws Fusion Destiny. Special summons Pankratops. Then activates Fusion Destiny, sending away Dasher and Celestial for DPE. She can do what? Player tributes DPE to summon Santa Claus. His opponent gets to draw 1 card. I'm gonna have to check Misjudge then. Activates Feather Duster to destroy the opponent's single back row of a Dark Bribe. Sets Goki Claw. Sorry, summons Goki Claw. Attempts to activate Battle Fader. Chains a Max C. Gets to draw 1. Sets it. Passes turn. Time Maiden banishes herself from the graveyard to summon Gabrion again. Attempts to swing into Santa Claus. Uses Impermanence to negate Gabrion's effect so they take damage and Gabrion's destroyed. Interesting. Now we just have to run the numbers against the amount of players who run Misjudge versus players that run Super Poly. Player pitches Swift Scarecrow to negate the attack and the battle phase. Monster Reborn brought back his opponent's Gabrion. Player summons Fairy Tale Luna, adds another Luna to hand. Battle phase, Luna swings over Claw. Claw will add a Rescorpio to hand. Passes turn. Draws their 3rd Goki rematch. Gabrion gets shuffled back into the opponent's deck. Tribute Santa Claus to summon Scorpion. Luna attempts to use her effect targeting Pankratops. Pankratops uses its effect, tributing itself to destroy Luna. Rescorpio will refocus its attack to make a direct attack. Player summons Luna, attempts to use the effect, opponent banishes a Goki Super X from their deck, or sends away a Goki Super X to negate, activates Backup Squad, attempts to use Luna's effect again, player sends away his 3rd Rescorpio, activates Goki Rematch, targeting Claw, Rescorpio. Both are summoned, both are linked off into Jet Ogre. Claw and Rescorpio's effects will activate. Adds Goki Finishing Move to hand. And Goki Super X. Summon Super X. Rescorpio swings over Luna. Jet Ogre swings direct. Backup Squad lets him draw 2. One of which happens to be Battle Fader. Jet Ogre and Super X will turn to Goki the Great Ogre. Super X effect will add Bear Hug to hand. During the end phase, he has to ditch 1, which will be Bear Hug. Activates backup squad again. Summons the left leg of Exodia. Turns it in Battle Fader into Bujinki Ahashima. Ahashima will summon back the left leg and the right arm, which will make Sylvan Princess Sprite. Sprite will remove a unit to draw 1, but that will be negated by Ash Blossom. Rams Princess Sprite into Rescorpio. Victory goes to Goki. Other than backup squad, they didn't really use any draw cards. So I guess they were just a stall-out Exodia deck. Player summons Silver Rocket Dragon and passes. Player activates Rhoda, adding ZS Ascended Sage. Summons Sage and Armed Sage, making Utopia double. Double uses its effect, chained with Armed Sage's effect, and Ascended Sage's effect. Double adds a double or nothing to hand. Uses Utopia double to make Utopia. Tornado Bringer and Rank Up Magic Zexal Force are added to hand. Moves into battle. Uses Utopia's effect to negate the battle. Uses double or nothing. Restart the battle. Double Utopia's attack. Swing for game. That was quick. Gonna break the meta just by making games go longer than 3 turns. Activates Witchcrafter Creation, adding Schemata to hand. Summon Schemata, activating Magician's left hand. Schemata sent away to summon Witchcrafter Hane. Schemata is banished from the graveyard to send Witchcrafter Bystreet. Witchcrafter Draping will be added back to hand, as will Bystreet. Nope, Bystreet will be set. Player activates Impermanence on Hane. Magician's left hand will negate. Player activates Mechana Defense Perimeter. Summons Unclisper. Unclisper will send away Citadel. Activates Limiter Removal. Discards Riz Avenger to activate its effect, targeting Unclisper. Witchcrafter Hane will negate that by destroying Unclisper. Defense Perimeter will add Unclisper back to hand. Unclisper's effect will activate, chaining the Max C to that. Unclisper is summoned. Max C will allow draw 1. Player sets 1. Hane uses its effect. Player activates Machina Overdrive, targeting Unclisper. Machina Overdrive will be Solemn Judgmented. Overdrive is negated and destroyed. Hane's effect will resolve, destroying Defense Perimeter. Magician's right hand is added to hand and activated. Hane swings over Unclisper, passes to Machina player. Witchcrafter Creation is added back to hand during the end phase, as is Witchcrafter Draping. Player draws Possess Storage, summons it, uses effect to summon Unclisper, and return the opponent's Magician's right hand to hand. Unclisper is special summoned by its own effect, sending away a Rune Force. Rune Force summons Riz Avenger Citadel, summons itself, attempts to swing. Rune Force will use its effect during the battle phase, and effect was activated to attempt to negate that. Player activates Imperial Iron Wall, so neither player can banish cards. Bit late for that. Ruined Force does negate the effect, halves the opponent's life points, and swings for game. I really thought the Witchcrafter had that. Oh, there's the Sword Soul player. Yes, I did. I saw that notification. Thank God. Maybe now I'll finally have a game state where I get to see more fun decks played as opposed to just people who are really dedicated to the climb of ranked and have to go true hard mode and make it not fun. Makes Monk of the Tenyi, summons Moye. Moye summons a token. Makes Chishao. I do still have worries that the tryhards are still going to go into casual mode. Moye's effect is going to be Ash Blossomed. Chishao will add Long Wan. Long Wan will pitch Taya, summon himself, make token. Hey, Nibiru. Banishes Ashuna, summon Vishuda, activates Emergence, adds Moye. That's Blackout. Pass turn. Activates Live Twin Sunny Snitch. Player change Max C. Adds Lila to hand. Passes turn. Activates Vessel of Dragon Cycle. Sending Shatana to the graveyard, adding Adhara. Adhara's effect will activate, banishing itself. Returning Ashuna to hand. Player summons Moye, reveals Ashuna. Player sends away Sunny's Snitch to use Forbidden Droplets effect to negate Moye. My worry is the Bitter Sweats, who aren't able to succeed in the ranked mode, being mad about losing matches, and then taking their tryhard decks into casual so they can feel powerful. Chishao swings over Nibiru, Moye swings direct, Chishao swings direct, and Nibiru token swings for game. Player summons Irene, sends a card back, gets Zora. Opponent attempts to activate Fusion Destiny. Player chains Ash Blossom to that to negate. Player activates Typical Tactics Talent to draw 2. That's 1, passes. Player draws Stella. Summons Zoroa, Magistus of Flame. Uses its effect to equip itself with Artemis Magistus Moon Maiden. Special summons Sophia for having an Exo Sister on board. Irene will return Stella to the deck to draw 1. Zoroa and Irene will make Exo Sister Michaelis. Michaelis will detach a unit to add Exo Sister Arment to hand. Set Arment. Will banish the opponent's D-Force. Swing with Michaelis, pass turn. Player activates Supreme King's Castle. Player chains Arment. Uses Sophia as one link material for a Sophiel. Sophiel will use her effect. Triple Tactics talent will also activate. Player summons Keeper of Dragon Magic, discarding Dark Fusion, adding Fusion Destiny. Uses Fusion Destiny, sending away Dark Angel, Malicious, and Denier to make Destiny Hero Dominance. Dominance will use its effect, selecting the opponent's deck, swing over Michaelis. Allowing him to, he draws one card, and he changes the order of the top of the deck. Player draws Dasher for turn. Sophia will use her effect to bounce Dominance back to the extra deck. Swing over Keeper of Dragon Magic. Divine Arsenal double Zeus. Summoned after the battle phase. Passes turn. Dark Angel's effect will activate, banishing itself and Malicious. Cards removed from the graveyard, so Irene will link into Michaelis. Player summons Liquid Soldier, targeting Denier. Activates Mask Change, targeting Liquid Soldier. Mask Change will send Liquid Soldier away to make Acid. Michaelis' effect misses. Denier is summoned. Acid's effect goes to activate, but there are no spells and traps anyway, so Denier's effect will return Malicious to the top of the deck. Goes into battle phase. Acid swings over Michaelis, which is then attached to Zeus as material, so Zeus has two materials now. Zeus will remove those materials, send away the board. Well, it's not like every time I do a watch and learn the exact same stuff. Player activates Exo-Sister Pax, adds Vadis, summons Zorua, swings the Zeus and Zorua. Opponent is at 300. Opponent activates Twin Twisters, pitching Malicious. Yeah, a lot of it's the same, but right now, for example, seeing Exo-Sister Zorua going up against Destiny Heroes, that's not meta. Well, it's half meta. Player activates Lightning Storm, banishes Malicious, summons Malicious. Cards removed from the graveyard, so the Exo-Sisters are going to be linked off as one link materials. Sorry, one Xyz materials. Makes another Michaelis. Oh, nice. It'll certainly be more entertaining than no extra deck. Michaelis banishes Malicious. Player summons Ellis. Uses Michaelis' effect to add Pax to hand. Activates Pax, he is just showing off now. Adds Arment. Sets Arment, goes to battle, swings with Michaelis for game. I wish they had better better back half rewards for the festivals than just more legacy tickets. Because really don't feel the drive to work through legacy tickets just to get a title that no one cares to look at anyway. Yeah, Flu really made this event unfun, which is part of why I was glad I was playing Armed Dragon Thunders, because they got around Flu's Love of Barrier Statue of Wind. Opponent sets one, passes turn. This guy's playing the Destiny Hero Plasma no extra deck. Activates a hero lives, brings out Stratos. Stratos adds Ferris to hand. Ferris' effect will pitch Plasma, summons itself. Set increase. Increase will send away Ferris, summon itself, and summon Vion. Vion sends away Shadow Mist. See ya, man. Adds Honest to hand. Uses D-Force to add Plasma back to hand from the graveyard. Plasma is summoned. Equips itself with the opponent's set card. Uses Honest Neos to boost Plasma up to 5,000. Swings twice because it can do that because of D-Force. And that's game. Well, I'd say this kangaroo... Nope. Hang on a second. I have to look up something. Nah, that doesn't fit. I was going to say kangaroo court because the word entered my lexicon. Phrase entered my lexicon lately, but it doesn't apply to this. It's just fun to say. But, speaking of no more things to say, that is going to be the end of this video. If you caught the stream, thanks for watching. If you're catching the replay, thanks for that too. Goodbye.